What's up, gang? I'm Butt. So, Skate 4, or Skate, whatever you want to call it, released 2 weeks ago. They're not released, but the insiders got access. I've been playing it. I don't like it very much. I'm gonna tell you why. So, I'm not sure where to start with this, because I have a lot of issues with this early access version. But I think the best place to start would be my favorite part about the previous games, mainly Skate 3, which was the soundtrack. So everybody knows about the Skate 3 soundtrack, you know. Some fucking heavy hitting punk tracks, you know. Battles and Brotherhood, Bloodstains, man. You know, they had some Canned Heat. Fucking Lee Majors Come Again, eh? You know, everybody knows it. It was a very good soundtrack. But this new one, it's just pop music, man, which I know is what's popular now. But is it? Like, you're gonna hear me say this a lot, okay? It doesn't feel like a skate game. It doesn't feel like an EA skate game, you know? Like, fucking, where's Born to Lose, man? Where's fucking Dinosaur Jr., huh? It's not there. I don't know how to properly voice what I've got in my head right now. But it's not good. I think a lot of people would agree it's not good. Except for like the very like nothing against them. But like the trans bash the fash skaters. You know. Like, again, nothing wrong with their sentiment whatsoever. But they've all got a very certain attitude and taste to them. That's just not skater culture-esque. Moving towards just the game itself. I'm talking about the settings now. I think it's too crowded, personally. I didn't know what the fuck to do with most of these settings. A lot of them, the default is shit, and anything you can change it to is still shit. Especially the camera settings. I don't like the camera at all. The game defaults to like swapping each button for your foot, which I don't fucking know why. It made me very uncomfortable. But most of the time, your camera will be blocking where you're trying to look, you know, a rail you're trying to come up on, or whatever else. It'll position itself right behind your character, so you're fucking blocking whatever you're about to approach. And the whole story, the whole dialogue, doesn't fucking make sense to me whatsoever. You're just like, I lost the plot of the game a lot. I won't lie, but like, you're just some fucking, like, just some random person, and they're like, you know what? We need people to find out what skating is. We need them to hear about skating. So we're gonna have imaginary clips uploaded of you skating, and people are gonna see them, and you're gonna make skating more popular. Which, you know, that doesn't make fucking sense to me. I mean, I guess, like, when the internet started out, this is clearly like set current day or in the future, eh? The fucking, the dumbass fucking robot. The easiest cop out for a storyline. Hi, I'm V. I'm V. I'm your AI assistant. I'm gonna guide you through the city of San Amsterdam. I don't like that at all.
This is the comprehensive SV Loke Gullcrest Tour. From epic landmarks to the cuttiest DIY spot, this line covers it all.
I heard this comparison from one of my friends, but all the dialogue with the other characters is very, very Fortnite-esque, if that makes sense. Like, just a picture of them appearing on screen while they're talking to you. Nobody talks like a skater, really. They talk like they talk like an out of touch movie director's idea of a skater, of how a skater would talk. Like saying shit like gnarly, saying totally a lot. Oh, this spot was totally meant to be owned.
This is the one for you.
I remember the robot V saying that once. It pissed me off. Like, it's like you're talking to a kid who wants to be a skater. That's what it feels like. That's who I feel like I am when I play this game. You know? Just like some kid who's talking to his older brother, like, wow, skateboarding's so cool. And he's like, oh yeah, man, it's so gnarly.
Home sweet home.
Yeah, dude, all the rails.
Being a tourist to an up-and-coming local ripper, it's time for you to show the hood some love. I've got some spots in the mile for you to put on for your city.
I think the character customization is pretty horrible. Especially compared to the previous games, man. Like, they did it right in Skate 2 and 3, you know. But, like, off rip, you got nothing to customize your shit with. At least not in this version, again. It's not even early access right now. So, who knows, it might change. But off rip gives you fucking nothing. Gives you some like generic pair of glasses so people with glasses don't feel left out, I guess. I think it might give you a hat, like 2 t-shirts, a pair of shorts, a pair of pants. You can't customize nothing. You can't fucking wear your hat backwards. You can't, there's no like separate options for clothing. There's just whole other clothing items for like a different style, even though it's the same shirt. Like in Skate 2, kinda. Or no, Skate 1, right? Yeah, from Skate 1. All the unlockables for fucking, you know, all the cosmetics. Because there's no board sales system, obviously, because you're just some fucking dude. Like, it's implied you're just some dude, like, getting his fucking clips posted. So there's no board sales. The only progression really is leveling up. Except for, I don't understand it at all. What they added, the rip score. And I remember I felt like I was having like a nightmare. When I was just hearing the AI talk about like, you've got to go to rip spots to earn points for your rip card to get your rip rep up. Like, it feels fucking dystopian, man. I don't like it whatsoever. Just fucking made up words that sound like it could be like skater lingo, I guess. I didn't even notice till I was saying that. They really enjoy using the word rip. Rip and shred. It's the fucking 90s. What you'll mostly see if you go to the in-game store is items that you can buy with a currency. You can't earn this currency though. The only currency you can earn can only be used on loot boxes. Which, make your own mind up about that. But the currency, I don't know what it's called. I think it was 700 for a pair of like Crocs. Like literally just Crocs. Yeah, you go into the shop, the first thing you see, a hat for 300 of the credits, sweater for 500, shoes for 500, pink Crocs for 700. The amounts you can purchase them in, it's 500 for $7, 1,050 for $15. So if you want a pair of pink Crocs in fucking EA Skate, You gotta drop 15 buck, and then I don't even think you can get anything else with what's left. So you gotta buy another $7 worth. Such a cash grab, man. Pretty sure they've already got like their skater pass out, or whatever they want to call it now. It's all very dislikable on my part. I don't know if this has just been an issue with me. Ollies also feel very inconsistent. It almost feels like RNG, whether it'll give you the height you actually want or not. Like, all the time, fucking, I'll be flicking my stick so fucking hard, and then I barely get any height, and fucking bump out, like, just knock myself off, whatever I'm trying to go over. Now I want to talk about the climbing. You know, like I said, I've got a lot of issues with just everything in the game. The things you can climb on, like the things that stick out so you can actually climb buildings and shit, they don't really like stick out from the environment that much. Or there's one route up to the top of a building on one of the sides, and there's other routes that look like they'll bring you to the top of the building. They won't, because a part of it will just be too high up to reach. I know this isn't a super important part of the game, but just climbing up like the side of a building is super fucking boring. Obviously, I don't know how they're gonna make it more enjoyable, but it's just kind of holding forward and spamming a button until you reach the top and hoping that the game doesn't decide that you went too far in one direction with the stick and launch you off the building. I'm just gonna kind of go speed rounds here, because I'm forgetting what I've already talked about, what I wanted to talk about. Fucking Hall of Meat, non-existent. I don't remember what they call it now. I think it's like stunt courses. But it, like, obviously there's no bone breakage. Like, you're just a person made out of rubber who bounces off the fucking concrete. Like, they don't feel like Hall of Meat challenges either. Like, the things you need to do. Like, there wasn't usually a lot of fun in Hall of Meat aside from like seeing what bones get broken or whatever. But I don't think this is a lot of fun at all. How they're doing it now, at least. Yeah, I was doing this one this stunt trial mission or whatever. And I don't know if I'm just slow or what, but I genuinely could not figure out how the game like wanted you to complete it. It didn't seem possible. It's where you spread eagle from the top of a super high building and then try to caveman onto that parking garage, the slanted part. But every time I would just bail when I hit the concrete. I will say though, it is very cool that you can go from spread eagle, do like front flips and shit, and then pull out your board mid-air and land still. I like that a lot. I'm sure a lot of people like that a lot. I don't see anybody complaining about that. I couldn't see anybody complaining about that. I think it's a very cool feature. I want to talk about the grinding mechanics. I don't think they work the same as Skate 3, but it's been a while. I remember in Skate 3, I think you just like spin the left stick, do cool shit. But now all the left stick will do is like push you off the ledge for some reason. Like it'll just slide you off it. And then you use the right stick to do fucking rotations. And you can do whatever you want there. Which I guess is kind of cool, but it's really silly looking. I've also found grinds are almost harder to get out of if you're trying to get out in a specific direction. Or if you've lost your speed and you're just kind of in place holding it. Like, I've had to try and ollie out a few times, but it just keeps putting me back in the same spot on the rail. It gets frustrating, I won't lie. A lot of the collect the bearing missions are also pretty boring and repetitive, especially the longer ones. Because the longer ones, you don't really have any room to have fun, experiment, do cool tricks. Because you're gonna be too fucking scared. You're gonna have to restart and collect 30 bearings again. Then you're at mercy of, you know, whatever the game decides to do to you while you're trying to collect those again. You can see here I was having quite a bit of trouble with this particular bearing mission. It was especially troubling because I think I had to restart my game 2 or 3 times during this alone. Because, at least, you know, for me on PC, if my controller gets unplugged, which happens a lot because I've got a, you know, pretty shitty old charger. I don't care enough to get a new one yet. But every time your controller gets unplugged, you plug it back in, it won't read the inputs anymore. So you have to restart the game with the controller already plugged in. And pray to fucking God it just recognizes it. A couple times it won't too. I don't think the missions are very fun. Because right now how it seems, there's just like one main mission storyline. And then all the, you know, repetitive challenges around the map. Which they refresh every day. But it's just the same thing that you can just do again to get fucking rip points or whatever. I don't know how intentional this really is, but I've noticed, especially pumping, but a lot of the time on any slanted surface like a ramp or a hill, when you land from an ollie or even just do anything else, you'll gain a fuck ton of speed, like an unnatural amount of speed. Like even my friend who hasn't played Skate 3 in probably at least 2 years, as soon as he saw that shit, just me pumping on a ramp, it's like, whoa, what the fuck? Like he thought the game was bugging. Or he thought the stream was bugging, I don't know. This next problem is probably going to be obvious. I'm sure you've heard about it already or seen it. Is the camera. Not relating to what I was talking about earlier with the settings. But a lot of the time it'll just get fucking lost. Like you won't even see your character for a good 30 seconds probably. You just have to wait for it to fix itself. You'll be stuck in a wall or wherever else. Very annoying. It happens a lot too. Like when you're just trying to play the game and then the camera will fucking disappear 20 feet away and you don't really know where you're going anymore. On this this one mission I was trying to do, you can see here, you had to put down the objects with the object dropper. Like you had to for this mission. But for some strange reason, even after I had restarted my game once, I could not, or the props were invisible, pretty much. Or not invisible, they just didn't fucking show up. Like, it'd give me the options, like, raise it, lower it, drop it here, or whatever. It'd make a noise, but there'd be no prop, no preview for where the prop would go. So, you know, I don't know what was going on there, but I wasn't happy with that. And back to that issue with having to restart the game because my controller got unplugged. After maybe 2-3 times of having to restart it, I would start getting this weird error in the top right. It just said ERR, and you know, it says hold triangle to close, but if you do that, it'll also make you get off your board or get on your board, which I will say, I fell for the bait a couple times during bearing runs or lines, I don't know what they're fucking called, where I'd go to you know, get rid of that error because it was annoying me. It'd keep popping up. There wasn't really a way of closing it. and I'd get off my board mid-run and have to fucking restart because I tried to close the error. I'm not sure if I like it or not yet, but the margin of error for sketchy landings has been made a lot wider, so you don't really have to try and land properly as long as you're not like straight up sideways, because you'll just fucking skid back, looking straight. Nothing like the other games, really. They had a little bit of leeway there, but I feel like it might be too much in this new game. And I want to say as well, I'm not really sure why, but it infuriates me to no end that after every challenge you do, your character fucking claps for himself, man. Oh, yay me! I did the challenge! Yay! Good job! To me! I don't like it at all, man. It feels like I'm playing like fucking Super Mario on the Nintendo Switch. You know? Like Zelda. But I will say, this feature has one redeeming quality, and that's that your character will still try to clap if you're ragdolled on the floor once you finish a mission. It's very silly looking. Unfortunately, I couldn't get any clips with it, because you have to like fall on your back, I guess. To conclude my video, I'd like to say thank you for watching me yap about something I'm passionate about. Thank you for watching this far if you have. Also want to say, I don't think it's a bad game whatsoever. It's fun. I guess that's what matters. But I don't think it should have been put in the same franchise as Skate 1, Skate 2, and Skate 3. It's not the same game. It's not the same vibe. The game feels very Reddit. I can't say that about any of the other Skate games. They don't feel like they were written by Redditors, They feel like they were written by skaters. Thank you again for sticking around. Like, subscribe, all that cool stuff. Enjoy the rest of your evening, your day, your night. Enjoy.